Guys, so our margins are collapsing, and our revenue growth rate for automotive is now 1% year over year. But don't worry, guys. I just banged one of my employees, and Optimus Prime.
Damn, I hate Elon Musk. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We're going to cover the recent earnings of Tesla. And boy, do I feel like a freaking genius. It's almost like this was predictable. Tesla cut the prices of their cars massively, and their automotive gross margins contracted? No way! So, Tesla is down almost 6% after hours. But don't worry, Tesla clowns, okay? It always works the same way. Tesla dips, you buy the dip, and then it goes back up, because it's Tesla. That's how it works every freaking time. Hate this stock. I wish it would die. Okay, so here's the earnings deck for Tesla Myesla. Profitability. So they had $8.9 billion of GAAP. This is the accounting operating income before interest and taxes of $8.9 billion. $2.1 billion for Q4. They had GAAP net income of $15 billion for all of 2023, and they had an explosive profit of $7.9 billion in Q4. Wow, their profit really exploded, right? No, the only reason they recorded such a massive increase in profits on the accrual or accounting basis of accounting is because they had like a change in a valuation allowance for deferred tax assets. Now, a deferred tax asset is something where you paid more taxes now, so you're going to save taxes in the future. It's generated by differences between book income and taxable income, because your books and your taxes are two different things. There are different ways to account for the profits of a business on the accrual basis of accounting, GAAP, versus doing it on the tax basis of accounting. This massive spike in GAAP net income is because of a one-time benefit where they removed a valuation allowance, or a credit, basically, against a deferred tax asset. And they had to credit something else, which means they credited some kind of like income or maybe tax expense account. This is a one-time charge. This is not an increase in massive profitability. This is a one-time charge, okay? But it doesn't matter, bro. Oh, it says it right here. A one-time non-cash tax benefit of $5.8 billion. So if you adjust that, their actual profit, their adjusted profit, is $2 billion. So they're still profitable, but it ain't almost $8 billion of profit. It's $2 billion of profit. Keep that in mind, clowns, okay? Operating cash flow, $4.4 billion. Blah, 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 blah. So, what do? Well, they delivered a bunch of Model Ys. Oh, it's the best-selling car in the world. We're so amazing. Our cost of goods sold per vehicle declined. Unfortunately, your sales prices fell faster. So, let's go ahead and look at some of the numbers. First of all, the most ridiculously funny thing is the 1% year-over-year revenue growth of automotive revenues. This amazing growth stunk that was going to grow 50% per year. Their automotive segment increased revenues by 1%. 1%. How far away is that from 50%? Tesla, I don't know. That is the most god-awful revenue growth I have ever seen. Even Legacy Auto's growing their revenue faster than that. And of course, there are other segments, energy storage and services, fluffing services, are only up by 10% and 27% respectively, for a total revenue increase of 3% year over year. Where's the growth stock? So their revenue is massively decelerating, their growth rate, and their gross profit is down significantly. Okay, they have a total GAAP gross margin of 17.6%, which is a slight decline from the prior quarter, and a very significant decline from year over year, from Q4 of 2022. And this is lumped in. So the automotive gross margins are probably even lower. Okay, so revenue is anemic. Margins are down. Operating expenses are up 27% year over year. Income from operations is down 47%. But Optimus Prime! God, I hate this company. But of course, All the clowns would be like, but their gap profits went up 115%. Yes, because of a change in a deferred tax asset. Okay, you're not going to see this again. Okay. So the only bright spot I saw was a change in cash provided by operating activities, which I believe is mostly from just changes in working capital on the balance sheet. That's it. Capital expenditures are up a little bit. Free cash flow is up 45% year over. So they've increased their free cash flow year over year, but I think it's just a timing thing with the balance sheet personally. Okay. So funny enough, if you look at the annual numbers, their automotive revenue has grown 15%. Okay. But that's an annual amount. It's really 1% for the most recent quarter. Tell me one bright spot about these earnings. I'm waiting. I guess the cash flow. Oh, the cash flow went up a little bit, but everything else is massively decelerating or going into the negative. And honestly, if it could possibly be that they have negative automotive revenue growth the next quarter, it's possible. They're right on the cusp, and they keep cutting prices. Their total operating margin was 8.2%. Okay, that's been cut in half from the prior year. In half. Their operating profit has been cut in half. This is before their interest and taxes and that stupid tax benefit they got. 8.2. This is like legacy auto. Okay? You people are clowns. I don't understand this. Okay? So their revenue grew 3%. What helped them? Growth in vehicle deliveries. They increased their vehicle deliveries, but they slashed prices so much that it didn't offset it. Growth in other parts of the business, the little teeny tiny parts of the business. A positive foreign exchange impact of $100 million. What hurt their revenue? Reduced average vehicle selling price. They're getting slaughtered by reducing prices. And lower FSD revenue recognition due to FSD beta wide release in America in Q4 2022. So basically they had a big revenue recognition because you have to spread that over time with FSD full self clownery in 2022, and it was much lower in 2023. Okay, profitability. This is a big one. They're getting slammed with. We don't even need to read this. Okay, if you cut the price of your vehicle that you're selling it for, but your costs don't fall as fast, your margins go down, and that hurts your profitability, and you get a 50% collapse in operating margin. 50%.
Oh, Optimus Prime. Oh, check me off.
So we got Model 3 production, okay? Only up 14% year over year. Wow, how incredible. Deliveries are up 19%. So they increased their deliveries 19%, but their revenue only went up 1%. Their total deliveries for their other, like all their models combined was 20%. So they increased deliveries 20%, but their revenue goes up 1%. Yeah, wow. You have to sacrifice massive revenue. Or massive prices. You have to massively slash your prices just to keep these deliveries up. These would probably be negative if they didn't cut those. Okay? This is a freaking joke of a cut. This is such a clown stock. I don't care what the pumping loser clowns have to say. There is nothing about this company that is positive anymore. Tell me the bull thesis. I want to hear it. What is the bull thesis? This is a car company, okay? So, let's see. What is their outlook? Our company is currently between two major oh yeah, you're growing like crazy. The first one began with global expansion of the Model 3 platform, blah, blah, blah. In 2024, our vehicle volume growth rate may be notably lower.
It doesn't matter though. Buy the dip.
As our teams work on the launch of the next generation vehicle. And you know what's going to happen to margins, automotive margins, with the Cybertruck? Because they're not even going to be profitable on the Cybertruck. Their margins are going to go down even more because of the freaking Cybertruck. Cash, okay, their balance sheet's fine. Profit. We will continue to execute, we'll continue to lose, the massive 50% drop in operating margin. What do they say? We continue to execute innovations to reduce the cost of manufacturing. We expect our hardware-related profits to be accompanied by an acceleration of AI, my hot guy, software, and fleet-based profits, okay? This is such a freaking joke.
Oh, but we have nice... Okay, look, guys. The revenue is massively decelerated to 1%. The profits are cut in half year over year. But look at this. Look at the beach. Oh, don't you want to go surfing in there? Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, don't you want to stick your little pee-pee in that? Oh, oh, he's smiling. See? He's happy, so buy my stock, bro.
Oh my god, this company's such a freaking joke. Okay? It's such a massive joke. I don't see the bull thesis. Okay? Here we go. They have the statement of so they have it broken down by revenue. So cost of revenue. So automotive sales. Okay, let's just look at automotive gross margins. So their automotive sales were 2630, and then their cost of revenue was 17202 divided by 2630. Their operating margin on their automotive sales, their gross margin, excuse me, is 16.6%. Doesn't Toyota have higher margins than that?
Stop it, strongman. Oh.
Wow. And of course, automotive is still 85% of revenues.
But it's not a car company. You don't understand. I'm so sophisticated. Ah.
Oh my god, you people are freaking losers. This company needs to die. Of course, it's only down 6%. It should be down 90%. Piece of trash. So that's my reaction. Very predictable. I'm not shocked about this at all. I have zero surprise. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had negative automotive revenue growth year over year in the next quarter. I would not be surprised. And then what's a bull thesis? There is no bull thesis. Choose.